Senator Gallacher.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. I'm very pleased to be given this short amount of time to make a contribution here. Now, I'm going to refer to the Public Works Committee Act 1969, and a public work, the estimated cost of which exceeds the threshold amount, shall not be commenced unless the work has been referred to the committee in accordance with the section. B, the House of Representatives has resolved that by reason of the urgent nature of the work, it is expedient to be carried out without having been referred to the committee. C, the Governor-General has by order declared the work for defence purposes, and the reference to the committee would be contrary to the public interest. Now, Mr Acting Deputy President, I just put that up there by way of preamble. Now, the responsible minister is the Minister for Finance, the Honourable Senator Matthias Cormann. And he also gets a Guernsey in this contribution because under the sections of the Act entitled Exemptions, he is the only responsible officer that is able to give an exemption. As action by the Minister for Finance and Deregulation is necessary for all exemptions, Finance is responsible for coordinating necessary actions and must be informed that an early stage of an exemption to the Act has been sought. So any project over $15 million is subject to a definition of the Public Works Act and scrutiny by the Public Works Committee. Now, we know that Senator Cormann is in entire agreements with this because I'm going to quote his statement from Hansard. I am sincerely shocked at how quickly this government has turned into a secretive government. I am shocked at the long and detailed presentation we have just had from the government, which essentially sums up one thing. They are running scared from openness, transparency and public accountability. This runs counter to everything they have said, not only before the last election, but since. I will quote Senator Ludwig, a statement made by Senator Faulkner at a recent conference, entitled Open and Transparent Government, the Way Forward. The best safeguard against ill-informed public judgment is not concealment but information. As Abraham Lincoln said, let the people know the facts and the country will be safe. Well, a quick scrutiny of the AusTender website, which details Australian government published spending on Nauru 2013-2014 financial period, accessed on the 29th of May, reveals that $2,977,204,122.98 has been spent in Nauru. Nauru has a GDP of $112 million, is the recipient of about $20 million of Australian aid. This government has spent $2.977 billion on items in Nauru, and not one item has been referred through public scrutiny of the Public Works Committee. Mr Bazula, when asked if he was aware of the Public Works Act and whether he had referred anything through the Public Works referral process, the answer is yes, I am certainly aware of the Public Works legislation works, or how the relevant Public Works legislation works. In my time as Secretary, since October 13 last year, we have made no referrals. So what we have, Mr Acting Deputy President, in the very brief time I have left, is we have a Minister for Finance and Deregulation who promotes openness, transparency and scrutiny. And then under his watch, nearly $3 billion worth of expenditure has occurred. $40-odd million in a construction tender. No scrutiny of the Public Works Committee. No adherence to parliamentary process, probity of taxpayers' money. And this is a person who lectures us and throws across the chamber at every opportunity that we do it better. Well, I think he owes the Senate an explanation, at the very least, as to why there has been no public scrutiny, no public probity about this very large public expenditure in Nauru. Thank you, Mr. Acting Deputy President.